Hey everybody, welcome once again to another episode of Have a Knife Day. And today I want to show you a few of my acquisitions since my last video. I know it's been a long time since I put a video up. I've been busy moving and relocating, and as a result, I had to pack up my knives for the move and haven't been able to get things out and get it going again. And so this has been my first video in several months. So for my subscribers out there, I apologize. Thanks for your patience. I wanted to show you some of the Rough Ryder canoes that I've picked up, my more recent, probably within the last 6 months or so. On the top left of your screen there is the Rough Ryder 442 genuine stag canoe. Right below that is Rough Ryder 909 Stoneworks collection. And just below that is the Rough Ryder 1000, which is the Painted Desert edition. And continuing down on the left, on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, is the Stroke of Luck canoe that a lot of people are familiar with. And then on the top right hand column, we have the Rough Ryder number 1453 Zombie Nick. Just below that is the Rough Ryder 1510 Ram's Horn. Just below that is the Rough Ryder 1782 Titanium Edition. And finally, the Rough Ryder 1963 Artisan Wood Canoe. As of this date of the filming of this edition, I have 19 full-sized Rough Riders that I've been able to collect, and I've got them proudly displayed in my office. And for those who know me personally, they've been able to come over and see them hanging on the wall in a case that I've made, and I'll feature that in a later video. But just wanted to get these out and show them to you. I was pretty thrilled to be able to pick up the genuine stag. I got this one off of eBay, and it was in great shape. It looked like it had never been carried or possibly even used for anything. The older model Rough Riders tended not to have any kind of numbering on the blades to tell you what the model or the particular model number is. But I did get the original box with this, and based on my research, didn't know whether this was or was not genuine stag, but based on my research, I believe that I've come to the conclusion that it is definitely stag. I think the shield might have fallen out and they may have re-glued it. There's a little spot right there on the bottom of the shield that I haven't been able to work out. But other than that, it's in pretty decent shape. There's a little bit of concaveness to the stag in the middle of the handle. Didn't bother me. The slabs are pretty thick, as you can see, and it's a pretty nice looking piece. And it's kind of one of the better pieces in my collection right now. And this one, I don't know what took me so long to get one of these. This is the Stoneworks canoe, and it's got some nice looking pieces of abalone and some nice mother of pearl on it. And of course you can see the bolsters have been worked towards the end there. It's a really nice looking canoe. And these are still popping up on the Painted Desert. It's still popping up on eBay from time to time. It's hard to really get the full feel of how the scales look. I can pick it up a little bit more on this side. It's kind of a nice looking synthetic material. I've actually been to the Painted Desert. I don't feel like these Scales really look like the Painted Desert, but they're getting harder to find because it's an older model. This was the Rough Rider 1000. Of course, if you've collected Rough Riders for any amount of time, you realize that the older the patterns are, the higher the numbers are. So the lower number ones are usually from 15 or 20 years ago when Rough Rider first started manufacturing them. So the Rough Rider 442, the Stag, would have been in the very early years, probably the first 2 or 3 years of Rough Rider actually manufacturing knives. So this one, very cheesy. I think Sackett 68 said that in his video that he did of the well, it didn't feature this. It wasn't just about this one, but he mentioned that he had some Irish in him, some Irish background, and so he was very interested in it. It's got some interesting reverse etching, stroke of luck. It's got the horseshoe emblem, the worked bolsters, which have the 3-leaf clovers on there, although they thought they would have put 4-leaf clovers on if it was for luck, but anyways, it's pretty glad to get this one. Again, it's pretty gimmicky, but it does help fill the collection out, and might make it in my pocket a couple times a year, maybe around St. Patty's Day. So here's another gimmicky one that they came out with. This is the Zombie Nick model. Has these zombie green scales, and it's got the Zombie Nick emblem on it, which I don't know that there's any other series that uses this shield, so that's kind of unique. And then it's got the blacked out blades that say Zombie Nick, and of course the other pin blade says "Friends don't let friends eat friends." Again, very gimmicky, but it does show up well in the collection. And the only thing that I couldn't figure out is why they never made these. If you compare this to the Glow series, it looks like these scales would glow in the dark, but they do not. And I think that would have been pretty cool if they would have glown in the dark. Of course, this is an older, this model's been out for a while. This is their ram's horn edition. And of course, that's not real ram's horn, that's bone that's been jigged to look like ram's horn. Again, a lot of the newer models that have some theme with them feature the reverse etching, which is basically everything on this blade is etched except for where it says ram's horn bone. That has not been etched. That's why it's called reverse etching. So this had I kind of held off on this one because I wasn't sure how these the way the etching is, or the jigging is on the bone, if I would care how it felt in my pocket or in the hand. Haven't really carried it that much, but I like it a lot better than I thought I would after I actually got it in my hands. This one was a surprise to me. I thought I had purchased this when I actually bought my black G10 model, and I thought I was getting the titanium one, but I actually realized later on that I didn't. And when I put my hands on this one, I'm very, very impressed. Super high quality. Of course, I don't know if you can pick it up in the light, but it does have the red underliners there that are next to the brass liners. It's got the black bone handles, the Rough Rider 20th anniversary shield, of course the Slantar nickel silver bolsters, brass pins, brass liners, stainless steel back springs, stainless steel blades, and they have the titanium coating on them. But This one was near perfect. I'd give this one a 9.8 out of 10. The pulls were phenomenal. The fit and finish was amazing. Really smooth action. Just quality above the price point. And it's been my experience with these high carbon ones. This one and the classic carbon with the yellow handle. Those have been some of the best made Rough Riders that I've gotten. So I don't know who they have working on those, but those were phenomenal quality. And then this was one of my Christmas presents from my wife. My wife does every year for me does 12 days of Christmas, and so I get 12 gifts leading up to Christmas Day, one a day, which is pretty neat because I really love Christmas. And so she embraces that by doing this for me. And this was one of my gifts this year. I got this one and a red pickbone canoe were two of the gifts that I got. And I just wanted to feature this one because the wood on this is phenomenal. It's actually a burl wood, which is I actually turn and hand make custom ink pens, and burl wood is really difficult to work with. So the finish on this is amazing, and then the fact that you can pick up all the grain and stuff in the burl is just it's pretty nifty. But just wanted to show you these. This video is running into about 12 minutes. As you know, I'm a big pattern collector when it comes to the canoe, and so I'll probably in the future do a quick video and just show the entire canoe collection, but these are the ones that I've picked up since the last time that I put a video together. And appreciate you tuning in and watching this video. And if you've enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you to my subscribers that have waited so long for another video to come up. And if there's something that you'd like me to review, please post it out there. Someone asked me to review the boxcar whittler, which I do not have. But if I have it in my collection or I can obtain it pretty easily, I will try to honor those requests for reviews. And thanks again for tuning in. This has been Have a Nice Day, and I do hope that you have a nice day.